Wow, this couch is uncomfortable.
It's for looks.
It's for looks. It's for the gram.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. How are you doing?
I'm like, now I know there's a camera on, so I'm like, all right. I'm acting casual.
Super cash.
Yep. Yeah,
Super
I don't
cash.
think you could nap on this thing.
No.
Or you could, you'd wake up in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always need more devices.
Yes.
Give him more screens.
Yes. You get it. You get me.
Yeah.
You get me.
It's all about the screens.
All about the screens. It's all about the. Okay.
It's business time.
How's it going?
So great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually,
Nice.
yeah, I got to ride the bus down here, which is my first time since I moved to take the bus, and I always makes me feel like a city folk. And I love it.
Yeah. Because you're not from Seattle.
No, I grew up in Kent, so like 35-ish minutes south, if there's no traffic, which obviously there always is.
Yeah.
So far enough that like it's very much the suburbs, very different vibe. So yeah, being up here, I feel like I'm in like a coming of age movie. Like, everything's amazing, even though it kind of smells like pee sometimes out in these streets.
Yeah. Have you seen a doctor about this pee problem?
About always smelling pee. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna rock with it.
Yeah. Speaking of pee, this yellow couch.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's my
wa-
favorite color, and I love all shades of yellow, so I don't mind.
It was white at one point. I was kidding.
I did believe you for a
I was
second,
kidding.
too.
Damn, that's crazy. We're going to edit that out. We're
Fix it in post.
We're just going to get the jitters out. Anyway, welcome to Seattle's Best Brunch.
The food's delicious.
Food's delicious. My name's Jay Henry. As you know, as people know, the people that aren't watching.
All the fans.
All the fans. My mom. Hey, Mom. Now you're a mom.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
She's my biggest fan.
Yeah, nice. And then, who are you?
Who am I? Still figuring it out, but I'm Asia. That's all I know. Yeah, I'm Asia Tanis, if we're getting full government name.
Love it.
I'm just some guy. I like to play music. Is it always musicians that you have on this?
Right now, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm one of them.
Oh, what are that?
One of them.
One of us. One of us. Nice. Dope. And you've been playing a lot of gigs recently.
It feels like it. I feel exhausted. Most recently, just this past Thursday, I played at Hidden Hall, the new venue in Fremont,
How
which
was
is
that?
amazing.
Yeah, I
it
hear
was
great
literally
things.
the best night of my entire life. But I say that every time I play a show. But they just keep getting better.
Yeah.
So I think that's good. I haven't peaked yet, I don't think. But yeah, the venue's awesome, and the crowd was awesome. This was my second time with this full band. And so this far, it's just been under Asia, but I think going forward will be Asia and the family friends. But fun fact, this bill, they ended up changing it to Asia T because the 70s rock band Asia sent them a cease and desist letter.
Seriously?
Yep, and they were like,
wow.
you cannot promote a bill with Asia on it, we will sue.
That's
And so
wild.
they're like, we're gonna do Asia T. I was like, that does not sound that rock stars.
How did they even find out about
My
that?
only guess, a friend of mine, Spotify will send you emails like, hey, these shows coming to you soon. And a friend of mine sent me a screenshot, and it was like Asia, Hidden Hall, July 24th, but it was like their Spotify photo, which, in case you don't know, it's these 4 very old British men.
Yeah, I know Asia.
And the picture is like really, really wildly airbrushed,
Yeah.
their Spotify like profile picture. And so my friend was like, what's the deal with this? I was like, that's not me.
Yeah.
So I think somehow like wires must have gotten crossed.
Yeah.
So they were probably like, what? We're not going to Hidden Hall on
Yeah.
July 24th. That was me. So yeah.
I simultaneously understand where they're coming from, and also I'm like, chill out. Chill out.
I don't think
like you just own the
I don't
name
think I'm a
Asia
threat
now.
to you. Yeah, right? Can you
Like, that's my
trademark?
name.
Yeah,
It's like my
government name. Which is funny because I've had a lot of people think it's a stage name because like, sure. But I'm like, no, it's just
isn't
who I
it?
am. No,
well, I
it's-
guess I
it's-
mean like okay, in the sense of you didn't come up with it for the stage name, but
no,
it is your name.
I was born this way. My mom, when this happened, my mom's like, you literally have 2 birth certificates that say Asia on it, and they're just
Why do you
my
have
little
2?
British dudes. I was born in Japan, which is why my name is Asia. So I have like a Japanese one, but I was born an American citizen, so I also have like a U.S. birth certificate.
Gotcha. Japan didn't roll out the tongue in the same way.
No.
This is my child, Japan.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I don't know. I've come around. I'm like, it's just my name, it's fine. But growing up, I was always like, this is weird.
Yeah.
But I'm not really a stage name kind of person.
So what do you do now? Because like obviously they've threatened once.
They threatened Hidden Hall, not me, which I don't love that for Hidden Hall. I was like, really sorry. But I haven't been reached out to, and I don't know. So I'm kind of gonna just hope that it doesn't happen again, which might be dumb. But I don't know what else I would do. And honestly, going forward, I really want to do more of these full band shows. And so in that case, it would be Asia and the Family Friends anyways. And so then it hopefully wouldn't be an issue. Yeah.
You know they're still going to reach out. Be like, it ain't our family.
We'll see. Yeah. They're not our friends.
Yeah.
But they should be because they're some of the best human beings I know.
Yeah.
So they're missing out.
Asia is.
No, the Family Friends.
Oh, the Family Friends.
The Family Friends are fantastic.
Asia is cool too.
Yeah. I'm all right.
No, the band.
And also, I want to know
confusing.
why they're named Asia. It's probably on their Wikipedia page.
Don't ask
but
questions.
I might not want to know the
They
answer.
made this song Africa? No.
No, In the Heat of the Moment. That's their like big hit.
Gotcha.
Yep. And I don't think I would know that if their band name wasn't Asia. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like I would know the song if you played it, but we ain't got time for that.
Yeah. We don't want to be sued.
Yeah. I'm actually going to bleep out every single time you said Asia.
As you should.
I'm going to superimpose T at the end.
There you go.
Asia. T.
Big asterisk. T.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with some like British dudes in their 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
I think there's only like one original member left of the band too.
Wow.
Because some of them aged out.
Yeah.
So, but like, I don't think I'm a threat to their legacy. I think we're in very different lanes, you know? But I'm also not making money. So it's not like I'm like stealing their money in any way.
Well, you gotta be getting paid for some of these shows.
True, but then like I always pay my band and like to rent rehearsal spaces and whatever, and so it's like some of my mom's friends will be like, "Oh, so like, are you making money off of this?" I'm like, "Absolutely not. Like, I'm in it for the love of the game. Like, this is not. Yeah."
It is a high cost thing to get into. I don't think people realize that.
1,000,000%.
Yeah,
because also just time. So much time.
Like you're practicing for the show that you're definitely not getting paid even minimum wage for.
Absolutely not.
And most of that money, to your point, is going to go to a camera person, right?
Yeah.
Because you need to document it to get more shows.
1,000,000%.
Content. If you're in hip hop or R&B, it could be a DJ.
Sure.
It could be a band.
Yeah.
Right. So like.
And also, I think a crucial step is going to other local people's shows to do the networking and to meet people and to like become part of the community.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think I want to know the numbers of like.
I mean, for one show, you're probably putting in at least 8 hours of work.
Oh yeah, definitely.
With the practice and all the stuff.
Yeah. And then the hours of stress and the hours of like, it's going to be terrible and nobody's going to show up and like, what am I even doing?
Yeah. Going to the store to buy the ice cream, to binge eat the ice cream because you're depressed.
Exactly, buying
you're not worth
tissues
it,
to cry into.
All of that. It's expensive.
Yeah.
So, Asia, back off.
Please.
I'm
a starving artist.
Or that could be TikTok. Asia,
I don't have TikTok. I can't do it. I spend enough time on Instagram. Yeah. I can't diversify my social media use.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Because it'll suck me right in, and I just don't have time.
There's a lot. Okay, let's get into actual questions. We only have 5 minutes.
Perfect.
I'm just kidding. We're going to speed through these. Well, first of all, you're here because you have an EP.
I did release an EP.
First Squeeze. With a bunch of lemons on it.
It's kind of...
the lemon-colored couch at the Lemon Grove Collective.
Shout out
to them. If you need some thrifted clothes, pressed-on nails, I think there's a massage therapist here. Like,
everything you need and more.
Everything you
Lemon
need.
Grove Collective.
You could spend the entire day here just pampering yourself. That's what it's about.
Sit on this comfortable couch.
While listening to Asia Tea.
A lemon-inspired day.
A lemon-inspired day. So I mean, just jumping into that a little bit.
Sure.
Why first squeeze?
Why? Great question. Yellow has always been my favorite color, and so naturally, the yellow to lemon pipeline, it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like I want to make sort of like a logo, something recognizable. Do you know Carl Christensen? I call him the unofficial mayor of the Seattle music scene because he's just like one of those people that knows everybody and like makes things happen.
Clearly
Shout
not.
out Carl.
He doesn't know me.
I know. It's just a matter of time then.
Yeah. He knows me now.
Yeah. Yes. But I met him early on. But his band had like this logo and it was very recognizable. And so every time I would see that, I was like, I need something like that. I mean, it's all like learning from the people around you, and like I'm not trying to reinvent any wheel.
Yeah, no.
And so I was like, okay, that's a good idea. So like, what would I do? And I was like, I don't know. And also, I'm digitally incapable, and so I actually the lemon logo, I like watercolored and did like paint pens and stuff, and then I scanned it.
Oh wow.
And then so I like made stickers and blah blah blah. Then I put it on the album cover, which my best friend who now lives in LA because she's a makeup artist and she's fancy. She is the only person that has ever taken pictures of me where I'm not like, I look so awkward and uncomfortable because I am.
Yeah.
But I had this idea. I was like, I want to juggle lemons. Slight issue, I can't juggle. So she took a bunch of pictures. Most of them, it's clear that I'm dropping them, but actually the picture I ended up using, I'm very clearly dropping the lemons. It's basically like a blooper reel in the photo.
I love that.
But I was like, that feels accurate to the brand.
Yeah, that feels like authentic to me.
Yeah, so the lemons just happened. I even got it tattooed.
Oh, nice. Without the Asia part.
Without the Asia. I know my name. I don't want to get sued.
We're going to take that tattoo off.
Yeah. They can have my arm. But yeah, and then because it's like the first thing I was putting out in the world, and so like brainstorming ideas of names, I was like, I want something that signifies it's like the first time I'm doing this. And then the lemon came along and I was like, first squeeze. And at first it was kind of like a cheeky little joke, but then Jesse was like, no, I think you should do it. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Because
I couldn't come up with anything better.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you allergic to lemons?
No, big fan.
Big fan.
The like big things of lemon juice from Costco that come in a 2-pack. The first time I brought one of those home, my mom was like, we're never going to use all that. Oh, I used all that.
Yeah.
I am definitely into acidity in my food, as well as...
It's one of the most important pieces.
Vibes, in like a good sort of acidity.
You just have a lemon bottle with you at all times.
Just, woo!
For the vibes.
For the vibes. So yeah, I mean, conceptually, flavor-wise, I'm just a big fan all around.
Yeah, dope. Yeah. Love that. So I noticed, just going through your Instagram a little bit, that you... sang a lot of covers of these like singer-songwriter, like very great singer-songwriters like Noah Kahan, JP Sachs, you know, I'm sure like, what's her name? Julia Michaels was in there somewhere.
Yep.
I feel like you draw a lot of inspiration from that type of writing because your writing also tends to be, you take very simple everyday things and make them like artistic and beautiful.
Sure, I appreciate that. I try.
Yeah.
I like often joke, I'm like, I don't write love songs and I don't write breakup songs, but they're kind of like love songs for life, which is super corny. I love corny, I'm not gonna lie. I love a little bit of corny. During rehearsals for this last show with the band, I was like, and shocking, then in the bridge, it's gonna get kind of quiet and I'm gonna say something super corny and then we're gonna rock out for the last chorus. But yeah, I also find I listen to a lot of male artists, always have, because I have like a lower voice than like one might assume. And so like I could never sing along to like the Ariana Grande like super high notes and stuff. And so yeah, I found myself kind of gravitating towards more like folky singer-songwriter. Noah Kahan. Hozier is my favorite artist of all time.
Yeah. I mean, legend.
Love him. And not to be one of those, but like I liked him before he was cool. Like back in high school,
Is he cool?
He's so cool. And now everybody loves him. And he's like selling out stadiums and stuff, which we love for him.
Pretty sure he's been cool for a while though.
He has been cool for a while.
Take Me to Church was...
Yes, which came out on my birthday. So
did it?
Like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was doing Hosier covers in high school at talent shows and stuff. Everybody else is, I can't think of what they were doing, but not that. And
Yeah.
people were like, "Who is this? What is this?" And I was like, "Trust me, he's amazing."
Yeah.
And I stand by it. I've seen him 10 times live now.
Wow.
I love to do solo trips to go to like music festivals or just concerts or whatever. Many of which have been headlined by Hosier. But yeah, I totally lost track. I got on the Hosier train.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Who are
yeah,
you?
singer-songwriters. Singer-songwriters, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I like the kind of like poetic and sweet and a little corny, but just like about life. And
Yeah.
So yeah.
You mentioned that you have like a lower register
Mm-hmm.
in terms of your voice, which I do agree that you it it seems like you're more capable of reaching that spot, or
Mhm.
maybe it feels more natural. But you also do have a great falsetto and like can hit these
I
different
appreciate
octaves.
that. I think okay. So
It's all auto tune.
yeah, it's all fake. No, sorry, it's not. I think for a long time, imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
It's real. Can
Yeah.
we all agree? And for a very long time, I was like, singers were a dime a dozen. Like it barely feels like a talent. Everybody can sing, which on some level I still feel. And so I was like, well, what makes me like? What's my bit? Like, not that you have to have a bit, but I thought I had to have a bit. And so I was like, well, I'll be like, look, I'm this like scrawny little blonde gal, but I'm like, I can sing down here.
I'm
and so
actually
like,
Johnny
I
Cash.
could, ta-da. So I kind of like leaned into that, but I'm now also in a duo with this girl Tori, who I met through open mics, and our duo is called Father Figure. And working with her, it's all like harmonies and things, and working with her, I have sang higher and lower than ever in my life. And sometimes she'll be like, okay, you do this higher harmony. I'm like, I can't do that. She's like, no, you literally can. You just have to believe in yourself. And then I do it, and I'm like, okay, I guess I don't only sing low. So yeah, I guess that can't really be my shtick
Yeah,
anymore.
you gotta change the
but-
narrative.
So yeah.
Shout out to Tori.
Shout out Tori. No, she pushes me to be a better musician, and it's so much fun. And we actually just recorded stuff together for the first time.
Nice.
A friend of hers who's a producer in Vermont, but then was working in LA for a few months and was like staying at her house for a few days, was like, I want to record you guys. And so we like set up a little temporary recording studio in her room. And I was like, I don't know this guy, but I love this guy. Because he was just like stoked on the whole bit and like a little bit manic, as artists often are.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it was so much fun. We do a lot of covers, but we've been writing more originals. But we recorded Ocean Avenue by Yellow Card
of course.
and Living on a Prayer, which
Ooh.
is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah.
And our version of it, it's like two like ladies singing pretty harmonies, and it really makes you realize how sad that song is. But yeah, so fun, and we had a blast.
Nice.
And can't wait to hear how they turn out.
Yeah. When is that coming out?
No idea. He like had to then drive back to Vermont, and he's like really
He just stole
legit.
your songs.
Yeah. Well, she knows where he lives, so I think we'll be
Okay,
all right.
cool.
No, very nice dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, he like has worked with like Joji and like real people. Not that we're not real people,
Who's
but
Joji?
like he was Filthy Frank on YouTube. This would, if I explained his old YouTube, it would all have to be bleeped. It was just like foul, like brain rot sort of videos.
Okay.
And he, for a while, was doing music under Pink Guy, and it was all like meme music.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, people were talking about this guy Joji, and had some like absolute heartbreaking bangers. And I was like, he sounds so much like Filthy Frank. And then I was like, oh my god, it is him.
Wow.
But now he like releases serious music.
Uh-huh.
But him, and then a band I love called Opia, who like
Okay.
I don't think they've done any like music in the recent few years. But I randomly had found them, and then talking to Tori, she's like, oh yeah, I know one of the guys that's like part of that project. And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Wow.
And so that I was really stoked on. I was like, this is crazy. Like
Yeah.
the 6 degrees of separation. Like this
Oh,
is
it's
cool.
wild.
But I love that stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you were either in Nashville for a short period recently, or you go there often.
I was there for a short period recently. I've only been twice.
Okay.
I loved it so much. I got the stars from their flag tattooed
Oh,
because I
wow.
love that place so much.
It's dope. Shout out to Nashville.
And then Franklin, which is like 30 minutes like southeast-ish. I had spent some time there for a music festival. Saw my boy Hosier. at Pilgrimage. That was
Oh, yeah.
last October. And then, so stayed for a few days in Franklin, then a few days in Nashville, because when in Rome.
Yeah.
And I like to make friends everywhere I go. And I befriended some of the people that were playing on Broadway, the main strip, at one of the little bars that I just happened to go into. Because more context, I'm a nanny by day.
Okay.
And the younger one is obsessed with country music. And for 2 years straight, Chattahoochee by Alan Jackson was his favorite song.
Nice.
And so in this bar, this band starts playing Chattahoochee. So obviously I lose my mind and I'm screaming every word.
Yeah.
And so they finish the song and the main guy's like, who are you? Why are you like this? I'm like, I'm Asia. I love you guys. And so then I went back every night I was there to go see them, because I always try to become a regular when I go on trips. I want to be a regular somewhere because it
Or a
makes me
stalker.
feel special. Or that.
There's a thin line.
There's always a nice way to kind of shift it, right? So then this last time when I went out there just for fun, or no, I went for a concert. I don't even remember. But I reached out to them because I was still connected with a few of the guys that were in that band over Instagram. I was like, hey, I'm coming back. Where are you guys playing? So I literally went and saw them every single night at a few of the different bars on Broadway. Love them. Trent Ingram, shout out. Roger on bass. And
Roger
which is
on
great
bass.
because my little nanny boy is Roger. And then the bass player in this band was Roger. And they're playing Chattahoochee. And I'm just like, this is amazing. So shout out Nashville.
Shout out Nashville.
I've never been much of a country music person, but there I'm like, yeah, I love this. This
Interesting.
is fantastic.
That is,
it's in the air. I don't know what it is.
yeah, that's actually surprising. I would have thought that you liked country music.
That's fair. I understand.
Mainly because you love storytelling.
True.
And country music's all about storytelling for the most part.
I think because I grew up listening to a lot of jazz influence from my dad, and my mom
makes
loves
sense.
reggae. My mom grew up in Nigeria, West Africa, because her
Okay.
parents are missionaries there.
Okay.
So I like to joke that we're not hot dog white people. We have a little bit of spice to us. Not just
What do you mean?
run of the mill hot dog and bun. I don't know. In my head, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So she likes reggae and different whatever stuff that she grew up listening to. And then my dad, he's a musician. He plays bass and stuff, super into jazz. He would play...
Did he play bass on your song?
No.
Okay.
We have jammed some things, because he also is good at piano. And we have jammed some things. I started taking guitar lessons on Halloween this past year. And I learned Blackbird, and he was like, I gotta get my bass back out. Him and my brother had moved to West Seattle, so he hadn't picked it up in a while. So we've jammed a bit, which is really fun. But on the EP, I do the vocals and the ukulele. Jesse does everything else, except for the trumpet solo, which we outsourced.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah.
Because was he playing the double bass or the upright bass live? Oh, he was?
Yeah, Jesse does it all.
That's wild.
Yeah, I
What's
love
his
him.
name? Jesse what?
Jesse Galloway. He's
Galloway.
amazing.
He sounds amazing.
He plays everything. We've joked that his guitar skills could literally serve in the military because he's played for over 18 years. He used to work for Microsoft, but now does music full-time, producing, and then he plays in a bunch of bands.
Okay.
Anybody that needs guitar, bass, drums. He also has a beautiful voice. He has his own music.
So did he do the background vocals or complimentary vocals?
I
to
did all
yours?
the harmonies.
All of them?
Harmonies are my bread and butter.
Because
Yeah.
there was one song I think it was "Who's to Say" probably. Because "Who's to Say" has a string arrangement,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And maybe to your point earlier, there was a lower register harmony. Was that you? That was
It's all
you.
me.
Wow. Okay.
I I love that. My mom, I would like record like 4 or 5 part harmonies with myself, like random little covers. And I would always be like, Mom, look at this. And every single time without fail, she's like, who's singing the lower one? And I'm like, it was me, Mom, which she definitely knew.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, all me. The vocals are all me, but then, yeah, Jesse, he also like came up with all the arrangements for all the instrumental stuff. Cause I am not an instrumentalist and I don't really want to be. But it's just kind of like the necessary vessel for the songwriting.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I mean, I came to him with very like because here's vocals and a little ukulele part. Because because all 4 of those songs on the EP I wrote with ukulele. And then since then have like sort of picked up guitar and been doing more of that. But yeah, so we like worked together, but he was like, what do you think about this? And I was like, I love everything you're doing.
Yeah.
We vibe so well, like work together so well, and are just like on the same wavelength in so many ways. Working with him has made me a better musician, but also totally spoiled me because now I'm like, well, I'm never gonna be able to work with anyone else.
Yeah. It's the best and worst when that happens.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to write and make First Squeeze?
All the songs were already written over a period of time. I don't know, probably like over the span of a year or so. I only like started towing my way into the music scene in like March of 2023.
Okay.
Yeah. I was at a show at Tractor Tavern, and it happened to be a Sunday night, and I was walking, and there were a bunch of people outside of Connor Byrne, but like I didn't know these places. I just wanted to go see some artist. Don't remember who it was, but there were all these people outside Connor Byrne. I was like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, we're here for the open mic. And I was like, the what? And then, long story short, I befriended some of those people. One of them is literally one of my best friends to this day. And so I started going to open mics, and that's when I was like, okay, I guess I'll like play ukulele because that's easy to bring around because I grew up playing like basic keyboard. So then I started like writing more then. And then it was March of 2024-ish that I met Jesse because he had quit Microsoft, and my friend was going to his like, I quit Microsoft little get together and was like, you would like these people, you should come with me. And I was like, okay. And I did like these people, and Jesse was like, well, I'm doing music full time now. Like, we should work on some stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, we started recording. We recorded Who's to Say, and he's like, you could do a full EP. And I was like, let's do it. So the recording, we took like, it was like almost a year that we spent doing like tracking and stuff, because he's a busy man, I'm a busy gal. So yeah, like it took longer than it needed to just because, you know, life. But yeah, and now I'm like, I can't believe I'm sitting on this couch with you, Jay Henry. This is just like wild. Just from like just 2 years ago and some
just
change.
because like it is a significant, let me rephrase that, because it's a symbol of the work that you put in to become the artist that is Asia. Not Asia.
Asia
but
T.
Asia
T. Yeah, I mean, because I grew up just like playing keys in my living room and singing songs and whatever, just for the love of the game. First time I performed was at a talent show in high school, and I was like quaking in my boots. And then, yeah, meeting the people outside Connor Byrne and being like, I want to try that. That sounds fun. And then, yeah, now I'm like living in Ballard and surrounded by incredibly talented musicians who are like actually my friends. I keep having to pinch myself because I'm just like, I spent all this time, like when I first started being in the music scene, just like admiring and being like so in awe of these people.
Yeah.
And now like dare I say I'm like one of their peers.
Yeah.
Which is just like mind-boggling to me. Like I'm just some little gal from Kent that like in high school had like barely any friends and was like kind of weird, and I'm still kind of weird, but now I like have incredible friends that like they get me. But to your point, like I have put in so much work, and like I show up for people constantly and love to do it. But a culmination of that was really this past Thursday, the Hidden Hall show. I mean, we had worked really hard to make it happen, and we had 2 full band rehearsals beforehand. Wish we had way more, but it ended up being great. But you know, always it's like, I hope people show up. My people showed up.
Nice.
And like, because I was the opener, opener for life, but I'm the opener, and literally at 8 p.m. I like look out and I'm like, oh my gosh, like everybody was here. The room, like there were so many people, and I'm just like looking at all these faces of people that I love and admire and like appreciate, and like, it was crazy. I was at a loss for words, which I never am.
Couldn't tell.
It was really wild. It was really cool, and I was like, dang, like all my hard work and sleepless nights, like it all is really paying off. I feel like I'm reaping what I've sowed, and I'm
Yeah.
just so grateful and having so much fun.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I love that. I mean, it is a real thing to start in this world of being an artist and just look at all these people like being an artist
Yeah.
and think, well, I'm not that yet.
A
right?
million percent.
And so to your point, like you just sit there in admiration
Yeah.
of all the work that they've put in to become that entity. And then it's weird when people start looking at you like that.
I'm
And
like,
you're
are you
wait,
sure?
what?
I'm just a silly little guy.
Yeah.
I'm just want to have fun with my friends, and I am having fun with my friends, but like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I was thinking while you were speaking, you could go, that rhymed, by the way. I was thinking while you were speaking, you could go by Asia Lemons.
True. It would fit with the brand. I wouldn't even have to change the logo.
Just throwing it out there. You wouldn't have to change the logo. Yeah. So before we get into the actual EP, do you have music coming out? Are you working on a new EP, new album?
Yeah, so I just moved to Ballard from the burbs. I escaped. And then Jesse, he also just moved. And so like it's been a period of transition. And so like we kind of had a break, but I've written more stuff. And
Nice.
especially after this past show, I'm like, all right, I'm ready. There's one song in particular that I'm like, I want this to exist. And so yeah, and I really want to record like with the band. And there's some options on the horizon of like how and where we might do this. So I'm very excited. And yeah, there will be things. I don't have any concrete dates for you yet, but someday, hopefully in the near future.
Okay. Nice. I'm excited.
Me too.
Okay, so let's jump into First Squeeze.
Okay.
First songs, again, it's like such a simple concept.
Mhm.
And in a lot of ways, there's like a lot of cliche lines that you throw out.
Big time.
But the way that you present them feels so fresh. And you write this line. It's like I probably wish I would have traveled more. So my question to you is, what's on your travel bucket list?
Ooh, good one. Well, I really want to go to New York. I've never been there. I
Oh,
also really
okay.
want to go to New Orleans. Never been there. I haven't done like
Just the new
East
places.
Coast. Just the new
New
places. I don't like
Jersey,
old stuff. No.
New Haven.
Exactly. But yeah, those two places I feel like have a lot of like cool music.
Yeah.
And then I would love to go back to Japan. I was born there, but we left when I was 10 months old. We lived in Greenwood for a bit, then the suburbs. So I would love to go to Japan, like as a conscious, like fully baked human being.
Mhm.
I have gone on one short little Europe trip, but would love to do more of that because who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Go eat some pasta in Italy or something silly.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Where did that song come from?
That's a good question. It's crazy because like I feel like I wrote it so long ago and just like sitting in my backyard. Actually, it was right after my trip to Europe because the first line is smoking my last French cigarette, which is literally what I was doing. For honestly, a lot of those first songs, actually, I think most of my songs, like the first line is probably literally what's happening as I'm writing
I love
it.
that. The
like,
first line is the hardest line.
I definitely feel like I like lean into the corny thing very much in earnest. Like I'm just being
Is
real.
that corny? I don't think that's corny.
No, but I like definitely to your point of like there's definitely like cliches and things, and I'm like I've leaned into it. I'm not trying to be like super like complex and vague and like oh I'm so like complicated.
Artsy, yeah.
I'm like again I'm just trying to have fun with my friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I like come back, and every time I go on a trip, I come back and I'm like, maybe I should rethink my whole life and like move to this place that I just had so much fun in. So that's kind of the headspace I was in, and just kind of like, who's to say? Which now me and a lot of my friends, it's surprising how often that line could really come in handy in a conversation. Just who's to say?
Yeah.
Um,
Do you think any element comes from, because you said that was the first song you wrote with Jesse?
Well, I didn't even know Jesse yet when I wrote that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just alone in my backyard with a ukulele
Yeah.
and one final French cigarette.
Yeah. Do you think there's some sort of like subconscious energy that comes from when you're at the beginning of this journey of like trying to, I don't know, like convince yourself that who's to say I can't also be an artist?
Definitely. I mean, I still am like, am I like a musician? Like, yeah, I guess. Yes, I am. But I think I spent a lot of time, and actually one of my like newer songs that I've written has a line speaking to this of like, I think I have spent a lot of time being like, I don't even want to do that, because like being a musician, there's going to be a lot of like failures and missteps probably. And so if I just say like, I don't even want to do it, then I don't feel sad when I don't succeed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I spent a lot of time like, whatever, it's just for fun. And it still is for fun, but I think more and more I'm like, okay, but like I'm allowed to like want to play shows and do things and like release music and like I'm never gonna be Hannah Montana, and that's okay.
Is that the bar?
That's the bar.
Like Hannah Montana specifically.
Growing up, I just like loved Hannah Montana. I mean, the TV show and all of that. And I remember I wanted a Hannah Montana wig so bad because like all my friends had Hannah Montana wigs. We're what, like 8 years old? Oh yeah.
Okay.
But my mom's like, you don't need a Hannah Montana wig. You have long blonde hair already. I was like, but mom, it's not the same.
It's not her hair.
And often during sound check, I like to sing the like theme song for the TV show.
Love that.
But yeah, like I don't need to be some like world touring pop star. Honestly, that sounds like a lot of work and pressure, and like I'll keep going back to I want to have fun with my friends. Like I don't want it to be some like stressful, like obligatory, like oh I have to do this. But yeah, like I want to make music, and I can, and so I will, and I do. But that's scary to like claim that, I think. So I'm still convincing myself that I'm allowed to want to do that.
Yeah, I feel that a lot. I think as to your point, as artists, we convince ourselves that we don't want something. Like I do this all the time, right? Of like, well, I don't want to play Capitol Hill Block Party. I don't want to, play Bumbershoot or these festivals. I don't want to be on that interview show or whatever.
Sure.
Because if I convince myself I don't want it, then it won't hurt as much when I don't get it.
Exactly.
It's very similar to back in the day, I struggled with anorexia, and I would convince myself I didn't want chocolate. It's like, well, I don't want chocolate.
I don't even want it.
But no, I wanted that.
Yeah.
I wanted that chocolate.
Yeah. How could you not?
Similar, yet different.
Yeah. I mean, that was me in high school. I was like, I don't even want to have friends because like I didn't really have that many friends, and I was like, whatever, it doesn't even matter. I want to just sit in my minivan alone and eat animal crackers at lunchtime. It's fine. And then it was the first day walking onto college campus that I was like, these people don't know me, and I can just be myself. And I started carrying around a deck of cards, and I would just go up to strangers and be like, you want to play a card game? And I made so many friends that way. I love strangers so much. And like, I love people. But I had just kind of like wedged myself into this like angsty, like whatever. Like I'm just friends with my teachers because people like my peers thought I was a substitute teacher half the time.
Really?
I did wear striped sweaters and infinity floral scarves, so I was dressed the part. But but yeah, like I just was like, whatever, I don't want it. And so yeah, more and more I'm like, I'm allowed to want things, and it's also okay if I don't get the things that I want.
Yeah.
But like back to like, well, I don't even want to do that. Then you're not working towards it, so then you have no chance. So I'd rather have even the slightest chance and like push myself towards things, even if they're unattainable goals.
Yeah.
Like the whole shoot for the moon, land among the stars. Yeah.
I was just thinking as you're talking, it would be the craziest soundbite if I just took, I'm allowed to want things. It's okay if I don't get what I want.
Yes. Honestly, I need that on a t-shirt.
People are like, who is this entitled person? That's crazy. Okay, I forget where this line comes from. I think it was in Curtain Call. But you say something about dragons roaring.
Okay,
Hold
I
up.
love this. Okay, yes.
Do dragons roar?
Heck yeah.
They do. Okay, but you're excited for some other reason. So like,
Okay,
what?
because, again, this song, the first line, is literally where I was and what I was doing. So one of my favorite places on the planet is George and Dragon Pub in Fremont.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And when I first started doing music stuff, one of my really good friends lived right down the street from there. And so we would hang out and jam and whatever. And before I actually went home, I'd be like, I still have so much energy. Like I was just like so stoked on life. So I would stop at George and Dragon, sit on the patio, talk to strangers, befriend the bartenders. And one night I was sitting there and there was a thunderstorm happening. And I literally thought, I was like, it's crazy. Like, I've been here when it's sunny. I've been here when it's storming. And I was like, I could write a song with that. And so then it's kind of a cheeky little callback, hear me roar like a dragon, because I was at George and Dragon. So it's really just kind of, again, corny.
That's kind of cool. How's that corny? I think your definition of corny is different than mine.
That's fair. I think it's like a wide umbrella term for just like
Just literally
kinda goofy.
anything. Yeah. Anything you write.
Yeah. But yeah, Curtain Call, I wrote at, but actually when I like wrote a lot of it and then was trying to kind of iron out the chorus. Because if there's one thing about me, I'm just going to write 17 verses on accident. And so I was writing the chorus, and originally Curtain Call was not even in the song. But while I was writing it, like that phrase was in my head, and I was like, I don't even know what that is. Like, get out of my brain. I don't know what Curtain Call even means. But
Really?
apparently I did,
Yeah,
because I thought I finished writing the song, and I just couldn't stop thinking Curtain Call. So I was like, okay, so I Google it, and I was like, oh, wait, that's like literally what this song is about. So shout out to my subconscious, because
Shout
it
out,
helps make that really happen.
subconscious.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever told you that you sound like what Emma Stone would sound like if she had a singer-songwriter career?
That's hilarious, and I love that. I've never heard anything even remotely similar.
Every time I listen to First Squeeze,
Yeah.
all I think about is Emma Stone singing it.
I love that. Big compliment. I will take it. Shout out. Maybe I'll start going by Emma, see if she sues.
Just go
Or
by
just
Emma
Emma Stone.
Stone. Just literally, yeah, I'm changing my name.
I did
people.
joke, I'm like, should I just change my name to like really famous artists and then just see how many cease and desist letters I can collect?
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be
I
fun,
might.
actually. Yeah, I don't know, for some reason.
I like that.
There's like this, like I said, there's like this normalcy to it, like this normal everyday living, like, because Emma Stone, her archetype is like everyday person.
Girl next door.
Girl next door.
Totally.
Super approachable, like someone you'd probably meet in real life that, you know, is a little bit, not messy, but like,
But yes.
yeah, philosophically clumsy and like,
I love that.
I just came up with that.
I identify with that.
Yeah. And, but that's what like makes them them,
Sure.
you know?
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I think
I
about
like
when
that.
listen to
I like that.
So, and Colors,
Mhm.
which was your single, right?
Yes.
Was it intentional to have the first verse talk about yellow and blue, and then the second verse start with green?
No. But again, I wrote like 4,000 verses for that one.
Okay.
I had like most colors at some point. Because usually, like, when I'm writing, I just like, it's kind of like stream of consciousness almost at the beginning, and then I like pick out the parts that like aren't garbage. And yeah, I don't know. But then I was like, well, it feels right that I'm starting with yellow because it's kind of my bit.
Yeah.
But that one actually, Jesse, when I started working with him, he helped me, like, we reworked the lyrics a little bit. The color stayed the same, but we reworked the lyrics a little bit in that one, and like changed it up a bit. But yeah, I don't know, it just happened that way.
Why do you feel like that was the first song you wanted to put out?
Honestly, I was so incredibly stoked on the guitar solo. Because again, it, like, just coming from like, I play piano by myself, or like I'm playing some little dinky ukulele by myself. and then to like hear like a complete like full sound and then a guitar solo in one of my songs, I was like, that's so rad. And that was the second one that we worked on. We did Who's to Say first. Then we worked on that one and drew a lot of inspiration from like Lizzie McAlpine vibes. And yeah, so when we talked about just like what feels like the most like fun and like something you could re-listen to, what would it be? One of my friends actually just yesterday was like, yeah, Colors has been stuck in my head since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah. It is catchy.
I'm glad you think so.
Was it intentional, like sitting in the studio thinking about how do we add the most sonic textures to this song?
We definitely spent a lot of time like working things out. And initially, Jesse had come up with a little like guitar, like repeating guitar riff, the motif maybe. And we were digging that, and now it feels like so long ago, but it's just, yeah, we just kept adding little bits and bobs. And again, I was just like so excited to have like all these sounds at my disposal. And so, and then, yeah, like listening to Lizzie McAlpine things of like what sort of elements is she bringing in. So yeah, just try and make it sound a way we thought was cool. And that's where we ended up.
It is pretty cool. And it is stuck in my head.
And the beginning, and actually we went back, this was the one thing that we disagreed on for a bit. The beginning of Colors, there's like some sort of kind of like radio, like old school radio effect on it. And at first I was like, I don't know, like it feels like kind of gimmicky and like back to the like imposter syndrome and like, anytime like he'd go into Melodyne and like fix something a tiny bit, I'd be like, oh, like I feel like if you're using autotune, like I'm fake. Like it's not even genuine. If I can't actually do it. And he was like, he literally told me, he's like, Asia, I've never used less autotune for somebody. And I'm like, I don't care. Like it just, I feel like a faker. I feel like a fraud. And then yeah, when he put that effect, I was like, I don't know, because then it's like what I'm trying to be like, oh, I'm so different. And I'm like, then it's not really my voice. And like, he's like, no, it just sounds cool. And like all these tools are at your disposal. So like just make it sound cool. It doesn't have to sound like, yeah, she can definitely do that live.
Yeah. Which you can.
Which I probably, I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a big like hurdle for me to get over mentally of like, oh, this is like what the studio is for. And like it is just different than what you're gonna get live.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he kept having to reassure me. I'd be like, did you auto-tune that? He's like, no. And I'm like, okay. I'm doing all right then. I'm doing all right.
Oh, that is a thing though. And for the listeners that don't know, like Melodyne is like pitch correction.
So cool. You can like,
but it's manual.
Yes.
And then auto-tune is pitch correction, but it's auto.
Yeah.
Right. You just set the key and you can like adjust the parameters in terms of how fast and how much it does. And yeah, I mean, even people like Billie Eilish use autotune now, right? But it's for the people that can sing, it becomes more of a tool than a crutch.
Sure.
Right. For the people that can't sing, it can still be a tool, but it is also masking up the fact that you can't sing that well.
Sure.
Right? So it's making it pleasant to the ear melodically, but it's also adding this really cool like effect to it.
Totally. Yeah.
I have this hot take. Is it a hot take? Theory, perspective, that the proliferation of autotune is what is setting us up to be okay with AI-generated music.
Oh, yeah. It was kind of the gateway drug.
Yeah, you could see a pathway there.
Yeah, totally.
Right? But that's another conversation.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I definitely don't want my stuff to sound like I'm trying to be T-Pain, but a little bit of Melodyne here and there, and especially because like I said, I love doing harmonies, and it was fun working with Jesse. And the more we like got to know each other and know each other's like kind of working styles, by the last song, I'd be like, "Can I add harmonies?" And he was big on like, you have to use them very intentionally. Yeah. You don't want to just have 4-part harmonies throughout the whole song; then it feels less special. And so he helped me practice moderation. But he'd be like, "Okay, I know how this works. Like, literally right after we do the main take, he's like, just go through and harmonize the whole thing, and we can take like what parts we want.
Yeah.
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
I love harmonies.
Yeah, yeah. But
Somebody just mentioned this thing, which caveat, like T-Pain can actually sing.
no, literally so well.
Yeah.
All
so
of my
well.
respect to T-Pain.
Yeah. Somebody just said something like they're great harmony. They made this distinction between someone that loves focusing on like ad libs in the lead
Sure.
versus someone that loves focusing on harmonies.
Yeah.
And I feel that. I mean, I love harmonies.
Yeah.
I love harmonic layers, which is why I think, I mean, I grew up in the 90s where you had boy bands where that was their thing, right? And girl bands as well. Like when you have all those people, you can just layer
Totally
the hell out of harmonies.
Yeah.
And have them all over the place, and like somebody's doing the lead and harmonizing with the lead, but then somebody else doing a counter melody, and love it. Okay, anyway. Let's see. Final song. Piece of My Heart.
Piece of My Heart.
Which clearly is...
It's for my nanny kids.
It's for your nanny kids.
Yes, and actually in the song, at the very beginning, there's a little soundbite of the girl I used to nanny, Violet. It's from a video. Me and her were hanging out. Well, I was on the clock, but we were just like sitting at a park.
I was getting paid to
I was getting paid to hang out with this
I'm
child.
not her actual friend.
She's literally, I love her so much. I started nannying her when she was 6 months old.
Oh, wow.
I was just at her 4th birthday party in March. And I don't work with them anymore, but like I go visit and like love them.
Yeah. So you are friends now?
Yes, yes. Well, because it's so funny, like I'm not that much younger than her parents. And so like we just kind of became friends naturally. I'm just like hanging out at your house all the time. Nanny is so interesting because I'm also like, I'm folding your laundry while your baby sleeps. Like I know you guys pretty well. But this video, we were sitting at a park, hanging out. She's a little floppy baby, and well, no, she must have been like 2-ish because she could sort of speak. But I was coming up with like the idea for Piece of My Heart, the beginning, the seeds of it, if you will. And so I always try to either video or voice memo everything because I will forget. If I don't write it down or record it, I will forget.
Yeah.
And so I just like had the video running as I was kind of playing around with it. And then in the video, it's so cute. Violet like kind of flops on top of me. And so then I say, I'm like, can I sing it one more time? And she's like, yeah. And it's so cute. So that's at the beginning. And there's a little clip of, it was just Luisa's 8th birthday party yesterday. So the family that I work for now, I've been with them for over 3 years. So now Luisa's 8, Roger's 5. So there's a Luisa laugh in the middle, and then at the very end, it's Roger saying, I love you, from a little video.
Cute.
But yeah, I had this like heart-shattering epiphany one day of like, they're gonna grow up and not need me anymore, and I hate that. I'm assuming it's a lot like what parents probably feel. And so I was just like realizing that, and so then I wrote Piece of My Heart, just the point, again, this is definitely corny. Can we agree that this one is definitely corny?
Piece of My Heart?
Yeah. Yeah.
No. So like I was having this conversation with a friend, Tristan Stone.
Okay.
He is the keyboard player in Annihilate, which is Oblé Reed's band.
I love Oblé Reed.
Yeah. And anyway, Tristan was helping me with this song that I was writing about this friend that I had. And he kind of said, he was like, it's a little corny. But to me, like, I don't see anything wrong with that.
I'm with you.
You know?
Like, I think in a way, like, is something being corny or cliche, I'm like, so you mean it's relatable?
Yeah.
And like, it's
so
cliche for a reason.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm all for it. I don't say it as a bad thing. But yeah, Piece of My Heart is definitely like the mushy gushy, like, I love you guys and you'll always be a piece of my heart.
It totally changes the song for me. Because I didn't know it was about that.
Yeah. And honestly, the most feedback I've gotten across all 4 songs is Piece of My Heart. I had so many people reach out and be like, oh my gosh, like this means so much to me. It makes me think of this person or this person.
Exactly.
So it like, it is relatable, but like sort of applies differently to anybody that listens to it, like who it makes you think of. And I think that's so cool because like that's kind of the bit with music. Like, I wrote it for me and for my purposes, but like once you release it, like it's not mine anymore.
Yeah.
It's anybody's.
Yeah.
Find it on any streaming service, but
Yeah.
like it's anybody's, and whatever you can take from it and whoever you think of, like I love that for you. I love that you have someone that you love enough that it makes you think of them. Yeah, so that's my nanny song.
I went to this. It's called Night on the Ox
Okay.
by Green Tea Studios. They're from LA, but they flew up here to have this session, and they brought this A&R from Mind of a Genius.
Okay.
David Dan, I think. And he was saying, somebody went up there and showed a song, right? So the entire point is you have 50 artists in a room, in a studio, and each one takes a turn to show a song.
Okay.
It's like 60 seconds, 90 seconds, and this A&R will be like, here's my feedback.
Cool.
Based on if I'm the A&R and we're talking about putting this out as a single.
Sure.
And one of the things he talked about is you can be like a great vocalist and a great writer, but if you're not relatable, if your writing's too specific, it can be a detriment because then people can't like grab onto something and be like, okay, I feel that too. Point being, it's a sign of great writing when you're able to take something that's very personal to you,
Sure.
and then make it super relatable to everyone else.
Yeah. No, I think that's super real. Because like as someone who also enjoys listening to music, that's huge. I always say, like, I listen to things that I can sing or dance along to. But then, like, the things you connect with the most, like, there's something that connects you to it, and that's relatable about it. So having it be, like, general enough, I think is good.
Yeah, for sure. 2 last questions.
I'm ready.
Is there anything about this album that you're really hoping someone gets?
I feel like I've said this like 4,000 times, but just the overall vibe that I'm in it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just happy to be here. And it might be kind of goofy, but like just being authentic and genuine, like that's the most important thing to me. That's why I'm like, I don't want a stage name. Like, I'm literally just me. This is who I am all the time. It's exhausting. But no, like this is my bit. These things came from my heart, literally in my backyard. I never thought, the number of times I cried and hugged Jesse, just being like, you're making my dreams come true.
Oh, wow.
Like, I never, ever thought in a million years I would be like actually recording music, and like, you could find me on Spotify. Like, my grandma can say, Alexa, play First Squeeze by Asia, and it's me, it's her like, it's still blowing my mind. So yeah, overall, just like, she seems like a real kind of lady, because I am.
You're like a real kind of lady.
Real kind of lady.
Yeah, I love that. And last question, I'm a fan of giving flowers to people.
I like flowers.
Like, metaphorically.
Yeah.
You know. So who's someone that you need to give flowers to?
I love that. Well, I feel like I've already given Jesse a lot of shout outs. He definitely gets some flowers, but I think coming off of the absolute high of this show this past Thursday, can I give 3 flowers to each of the members of my band?
Yeah, of course.
Because yeah, Jesse Galloway on the drums, holding it down. He's incredible. I literally couldn't do without him. He's kind of also like my pseudo band manager.
Nice.
He's like my musical guiding light.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, literally, he's taught me most things that I know. And then Jade Tether holding it down on the bass. She's literally in every project, I swear.
Nice.
She is the busiest musician that I know. And she is the front woman of her own band. That's incredible.
Which one?
No Monaco.
No Monaco.
They're she's insane. She's literally incredible. I don't know how she does it. Just like thinking about her life makes me so tired. And I happen to now live in the same building as her in Ballard, which is crazy. Like, I feel like I'm living in a sitcom. But she is just like the best hype woman and just literally brightens every room she comes into. Not to be cliche, but
I love that.
she's so fantastic and wonderful and super talented. And last but not least, Bobby McDonald on the guitar.
Yes,
I met
Bobby.
him at the Hopvine open mic, which I'm at more Wednesdays than not. That kind of became like my open mic home. I feel like a lot of open micers have like their kind of home base, and that's definitely mine. The newest song that I'm super jazzed about is like my love song to Hopvine. That's where I met Tori, who I'm in Father Figure with, and then Bobby. Everybody loves Bobby. He's like literally one of the most likable people you could ever meet, and like everybody just wants him to succeed, and he just does. He's amazing. He's crazy talented at the guitar. Like I said, we only had 2 rehearsals, but they got it. Because also, I'm writing pretty simple songs. Like I said, I'm not an instrumentalist. And so they just add the sauce, and it's crazy, and we just have like so much fun together. And I feel like that really translates on stage. We're having a good time. The audience was having a good time. But they literally have made my dreams come true. And it kind of makes me feel like Hannah Montana, to be honest. So
You're living the dream.
nanny
You
by
made
day
it.
and by night. Whoa, 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 whoa. So yeah, no,
You don't need to wait.
I love them. It's amazing.
That's awesome. I love that. Cool. Well, Asia T, Asia Lemons.
Jay, Henry.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. This is so awesome.
Yeah,
Even if it wasn't a yellow couch, I'd be happy to be here.
but it is a yellow couch.
it's got a
Thanks
purpose.
to Lemon Grove Collective.
Thank you, Lemon Grove.
All right, I'll let you go.
Signing off. Make sure to smash that like button.
Smash that, like and subscribe.
Comment down below. Who do you want to see next time?
Who do you want to see next time? Who do you want to see next time?
Ooh. Well, you need to meet Carl Christensen
Okay.
because he's really that dude.
Okay. I'm gonna meet him.
Yeah, he's a
I'm
good
gonna
guy.
meet him.
He's a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Heck yeah.
Adios.
This was awesome.
Bye.
Goodbye.